Hey guys, welcome back to Half Blind Studios. Jameson and I are starting our second video. In our household, we are big Harry Potter fans. So for this video, we have decided to make a Nimbus 2000.
Look at it! The new Nimbus 2000!
The same broom that Harry rode in the first few books. So, Jameson, if you were a Quidditch player, which position would you play?
I would want to be Seeker,
Why is that?
to catch the golden snitch.
Ah, just like Harry. I would like to be a beater, more like Fred and George Weasley. Cause a bit more mischief and have a little bit of fun hitting things. Anyway, come along with us as we show you how the process that we go through to make this a broom. All right?
We are all finished sanding it down. Now it's time to stain. And remember to always wear gloves.
Boy. Alright guys, we got our broomstick all stained up and we got it hanging. We're going to paint some lacquer on it to get a nice clear coat. And Jameson's going to start brushing that now. Alright guys, I've got the broomstick all lacquered up. It's all cured and it looks absolutely gorgeous. Now I'm going to take it inside and I'm going to put the Nimbus 2000 logo on each side here. I've got a gold pen that I'm going to do that with. I have it kind of penciled in right now just to be able to give myself a bit of a guide and get a little bit of rudimentary measurements and stuff. But I'm going to go in and hopefully not mess that up. Sorry, my camera stopped recording for a minute. Didn't realize it till late. But I've got this piece clamped on right here. I'm going to clamp it together with another pair of vice grips, drill all the holes that I have laid out, and then be able to deburr everything, then rivet everything together. I just have some cheap pop rivets. They're a little bit too long, but that's what I have on hand, so that's what we're going to use. Alright guys, very exciting day today. We got our broom corn in the mail that I ordered. Been waiting for a while for this, so we can make the bristles for the broom. I'm very excited. What's up?
You have to dye it.
Yes, we do need to dye it. That's a very good point, Jameson. We need to dye it about the same color as this broomstick, at least what we've seen, photos of it. So to do that, we've got some fabric dye we're going to do, and we've got a bin full of hot water, and we're going to see how this goes. So let's get dyeing. All right. Now, we're not going to do very much dye in here. I just don't think we need very much. Just do a few capfuls of this. All right, Jameson, why don't you go ahead and give it a really good stir. Now we're going to go ahead and soak this broom corn for at least 20 minutes, and then we'll see how it looks. See the coloring, see if it's dark enough, and if we need to, we've got a little bit of black. We'll put a few drops of black in there. All right, that should be good, Jameson. All right, now hopefully this doesn't just go all over the place. All right, now we're going to put it down in here in the water. Our bin is barely big enough. Ouch, this water's hot. All right, give me that brick, Jameson. We're going to see if we can push that down to help hold the broom corn in place. All right.
That was what the brick was for.
That looks good. Yeah, that is what the brick is for. I never told you about that. That is. It looks good, and we're going to let that soak for a while, and we'll come back and we'll see how it looks. All right, guys, Jameson is going to start rinsing off these bristles, and we're going to see how they turned out. All right, go for it, dude. Alright guys, we're in the shop. We've got our broomstick and our bristles all ready to go. We're not totally satisfied with the color of the bristles, but we're going to deal with that later on. Right now we want to be able to get it attached and shaped in the shape that we need it to be. Now, in order to get the shape, I think what we're going to do, because it is kind of a football shape, it isn't just straight back, as if we put that, that's the shape it would become if we just attached it as is. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to create a shape underneath of it. And to do so, I think we're going to try out using some of this old bubble envelopes to see if that can help bulk it up in the center, and we can kind of wrap the bristles around it and see if that works. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can get that done. Sorry, little camera troubles there for a second. All right, we're going to rivet this bracket on. Now this bracket is going to serve two purposes: hold the ring together, and secondly, to attach the stirrups onto the bottom of the broom. All right, got that first one on there. There we go. Rivet is stuck a little bit. All right, last two rivets done. And we will have brackets ready to go on the broom. Right, I've got this on here. I'm going to square this up a little bit better, and then drill a hole through it. I'm going to do that at a later time once I find a pin that I can use to go through there, and we're going to fabricate the stirrups that go on there. We'll get that all done at the same time. Hey guys, I'm out in the shop again today. Jameson's at school right now, so it's just me today. I'm continuing to work on the broom. My goal today is to get these clamps that I made up the other day that we have on here, to to attach to some stirrups that I'm going to make. These are some plastic rods that I bought off of Amazon. They're 20 inches long each. They are a thermoplastic, not a thermal resin or thermoset. A thermoplastic means you can heat it up, reform it, it'll melt, and it will still be the same plastic. It won't catch on fire and burn as easily. It will kind of just melt. So that's what we're going to do today. Alright guys, sorry I haven't been recording much. I've been having problems with my camera, but back out in the garage I've got these bands painted. Got to set the paint on them. I got the first one put on and realized I wasn't recording, so gotta hurry and get on here and record this. So I got the first one on here. I'm going to put the second one on here, and I've got a hole at the bottom where I'm going to slip it on, and I'm going to actually attach it to a screw, with a screw to the broomstick here to be able to make sure it's absolutely secure and nothing's going to move around. It's going to be hidden, and let's get to it. Alright guys, I'm back in the shop again today working on the broom, trying to finish it up today. I've got these stirrups formed, I've got Bondo covering all of it, so I'm letting the Bondo dry for a little bit more. Gonna hang this up here, and then we're going to get that painted to match these bands. I've got it masked off. I'm going to spray paint really lightly the bristles to get it to kind of match this color a little bit better, just because there's not such a high contrast to it. We're going to see how it turns out and have a go at it. Alright guys, I have got the stirrups all sanded down with Bondo. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. We don't really care. We're not selling this to anybody, so it's just going to be hanging on our wall. So it's good enough. We're going to go ahead and get it painted. And I've also got the paint dried here on the broomstick and on the bristles, and I think it looks fantastic. So we're going to get this painted, and hopefully we can get it attached and have this all complete. Alright. Let's go ahead and get painted. The paint I'm using is this Prime Dang paint. It's amazing stuff. It has a very kind of metallic color to it. The only problem with this paint, or the only challenge I should say with this paint, is when you're painting you have to do really thin coats with it. Otherwise the metallic pigment sort of clumps up or slumps and kind of looks funky. And it kind of gives you discoloration in it. So you got to go really thin. And if we have it, you can always do another thin coat afterwards. So let's get to painting. Okay guys, we've got this all painted, ready to go. It's far from perfect. There's tons of flaws in it, but it's good enough for our purposes. It's going to be sitting up on a shelf really high up. You're not going to really be able to see it. So let's go ahead and get it attached to the broom. All right, Jameson, let's go ahead.
Okay.
Grab me. Oh, I forgot the super glue right here. All right, come around to this side over here.
Got it.
Go ahead and rotate this up like this. Oh, we're going to do it this way. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to put some super glue on. I've got some nails that I painted, and I'm just going to put a dab of super glue on the ends of them. And as I put this in here, run it through here, hopefully it'll actually go in. I didn't test this beforehand. Hopefully it will hold itself in place. All right, that one's in. Okay, hold this, Jameson, too. Hold it good. Don't let it drop. Okay. And then put some super glue on this nail. rotate the whole thing up. All right, see if I can get this one in. It's not wanting to go in as easily. We'll get it though. All right, it's starting to go. All right. Okay guys, we have our broom completely done. Paint is dry on it. We're gonna go hang it up in our house. In our loft we have a whole area dedicated to Harry Potter. We're gonna hang it up in there. Jameson, what was your favorite part about making the broom?
Bending these metal pieces.
Yeah, what did you like about that?
Like what we use to bend it and how we would bend it.
Okay, cool. All right, my favorite part was actually probably the broomstick itself. I like working with wood. It's easy, familiar. The most frustrating part for me was the stirrups. One thing I learned on that is listen to Jameson. He was right, I was wrong. We should not have used plastic. We definitely should have used some sort of a soft metal. That would have been way easier. But I was being stubborn and I wanted to use plastics. I thought that would be easier, but I was wrong. So, sorry Jameson, we should have listened to you.
Yeah.
Anyway, we hope you enjoyed watching our video. Thanks for watching, guys.